Was Winston Churchill an idiot or a genius? This video explores the life of the man who was considered a failure before becoming the leader Britain needed, albeit too late. Before his triumph, there was catastrophe. This is the story of a man who failed spectacularly and was cast into political exile, only to rise and save Western civilization. History's greatest leaders are often forged in the crucible of their greatest failures. By 1914, 40-year-old Churchill was First Lord of the Admiralty. He proposed a bold solution to break the stalemate of the Western Front in World War I, believing he could end the conflict. The Gallipoli gamble was a brilliant strategy that turned into a catastrophic failure. The naval attack on the Dardanelles was intended to secure a passage to Constantinople. However, Allied battleships encountered undetected minefields and sank or were heavily damaged. The ensuing land invasion began on April 25, 1915, leading to 9 months of futile stalemate and devastating casualties. The total losses at Gallipoli were immense, with 250,000 casualties on each side. The disaster at Gallipoli led to Churchill being blamed and forced out of government. He was the scapegoat, declaring, "I am finished." Instead of retreating, the soldier in Churchill responded. In November 1915, he resigned from government and headed to the front lines in France as an infantry officer. He led men into battle, surviving brushes with death, an act of personal courage that defined his character. For a decade, Churchill warned of a gathering storm during what became known as the Wilderness Years. Despite over 400 speeches warning about the Nazi threat, no one listened to his concerns. Churchill battled intense depression, which he called his black dog. At age 40, he found an unexpected refuge in painting, which he said came to his rescue in a most trying time. When the world broke, Germany invaded, France collapsed, and Britain stood alone. On May 10, 1940, Churchill became Prime Minister. Britain needed a leader who had never wavered, the man they had ignored for a decade. In his first speech as Prime Minister on May 13, 1940, Churchill promised the nation blood, toil, tears, and sweat, emphasizing that without victory, there would be no survival. The miracle of Dunkirk saw 338,000 soldiers rescued from the jaws of defeat in 9 days, utilizing 861 vessels. Churchill remarked, "Wars are not won by evacuations." He rallied the nation with his resolve, "We shall fight on the beaches. We shall never surrender." This was a secret message to America. Britain would never surrender, even in defeat. June 18, 1940, marked the beginning of the Battle of Britain, their finest hour. Churchill urged them to brace themselves for their duties, believing that men would remember this as their finest hour. The Battle of Britain was fought by the few. Only 2,936 young pilots held back the might of the Luftwaffe. This success led Hitler to postpone Operation Sea Lion indefinitely, ensuring Britain would not fall. During the Blitz, London burned and 43,000 civilians died, with 1 million homes destroyed. Yet, the British spirit remained unbroken. Churchill challenged the enemy, saying, "You do your worst, and we will do our best." Churchill won the war but lost the peace. Victory in Europe arrived on May 8, 1945. Yet, in July 1945, a landslide election defeat removed him from office. He noted, "At the moment, it seems quite effectively disguised." The lesson of Churchill is that his past life was a preparation for his finest hour. The disaster at Gallipoli, the Wilderness Years, and the Black Dog of Depression all forged the leader Britain needed. His failures prepared him for greatness. Idiot or genius? The answer is both. Gallipoli, with its strategic blunders and political exile, suggests failure. But 1940 proves his genius, with visionary leadership and unwavering resolve. He was a flawed, brilliant man who failed, learned, and rose to save civilization. The final word comes from Churchill. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. His legacy is not that he never failed, but that he never stopped.